Hello cousins, it's me, Bino, and I am talking really quietly and close to the microphone because I took way too long to write the script and now it's late. Now before I start this video off, I want to hit you guys with a little math puzzle just to get you all warmed up. Now, for the sake of argument, let's say that Banjo has 13 honeycombs and Kazooie has 7 honeycombs and Mumbo has 24 honeycombs. If you have to write this down, feel free to pause the video and rewind it or whatever. But now that you have all that prerequisite information on hand, my question to you is this. If Mumbo, Kazooie, and Banjo decide to add all their honeycombs together, take 3 each for themselves, and then divide the rest of them equally amongst Boggy's family, and then give the remainder to Bottles, what is the best 3D Mario game? If your answer was Super Mario Galaxy, then shut up. Banjo and Kazooie are going to Disneyland. That's right, we got another Banjo Kazooie ROM hack by Mark Kurko. It's been like 300 years since I last talked about a Banjo hack, and I think it was the Minecraft one, but I don't remember. So it's really nice to see that they didn't stop making them just because I wanted to make a really cool video on Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So as the name of this hack suggests, this is the story of how Banjo and Kazooie went to Disney World to go on the Splash Mountain ride because the Witchy World knockoff version of Splash Mountain was experiencing some technical difficulties, as it were. It is worth noting that I've never been to Splash Mountain in real life because I've never been to Disney World, not because I'm broke, but because it doesn't particularly appeal to me at all. I'm not exactly what you would call a Disney adult, I'm more of a Mario man, which means that instead of being an eccentric lover of old cartoons, I just have depression. I will say this though. I really want to meet Goofy, not because I'm a big fan, but so I can avenge my father. I never told anyone this, but my father actually went to Disney World as an adult and Goofy just beat him within an inch of his life, and he never said why. And ever since I heard about that, I have made it my mission to take my revenge. You'd better not run, Goofy. I will avenge my father.
Goofy is huge. I know he's only this big on TV, but in real life, Goofy could beat up Dad.
Even though I've never been to Splash Mountain, I googled a couple of photographs and it's surprising how accurate this is, so I imagine it was modeled after those photographic references. Way to go. Since I'll probably never go in real life, I gotta say I really appreciate this hack for giving me the next best thing, by which I mean playing Banjo Kazooie, which I would much rather do than go anywhere near Florida. I refuse to go anywhere with gators in it, unless I have an armored vehicle. A Disney theme park is an uncannily good setting for a Banjo Kazooie ROM hack, in case you're not a Banjo historian or a Banjolorian as they call it on the streets. Disney's whimsical cartoons were, to some extent, an influence upon Banjo Kazooie's art style and overall tone. And if you didn't know that, you could probably have put those pieces together yourself. Between the emphasis on music and the overly happy overtones and the enchanting cartoon animals, I'm really tired and I ran out of things to say, I'm sorry. The funny thing about amusement park rides, especially themed ones full of characters and set pieces that are trying to tell you some kind of story, like Splash Mountain, is that I often wished I could exit the car and just walk around on the set. There's a certain insatiable curiosity that I have that can never be fulfilled because that's against the rules and you can very easily get killed. Yeah. Did you know that a non-zero number of people have died at Disney theme parks? Yeah, no joke. But barring danger, I still wish I could do that. I don't really know why, I guess I just really like to get a meticulous look at how everything worked instead of being railroaded, kinda the same reason I like Mario Sunshine more than Mario Galaxy. I almost wonder if those two things are related, like perhaps there's some common thing about how my brain works that can explain both of those things at the same time. But that's besides the point. The point is, this game lets you actually get out of the ride and look around, which is a lot of fun, or at least I think it's fun. And because this is my video, my opinion is the one that matters. The game has its fair share of humor, like this building that's just full of water park camera photos, one of which probably features Kurko himself, but it's hard to tell with that resolution. Banjo and Kazooie get their own photos taken at the end of the ride as well, which is a pretty fun little detail. Something about Banjo going on a theme park ride kinda just fits. Maybe it's because that already happened in Banjo Tooie, but it also just seems very in character for him to want to go on a bunch of rides. Also, the Poe Collector is in this hack, which is really cool. He was always my favorite side character in Ocarina of Time. You gotta hunt down 3 different Poes hidden throughout the map, which is a lot of fun. Of course, in this hack, he doesn't make any thinly veiled allusions to sex work, which is gonna be a deal breaker for some, but I guess calling Banjo a handsome bear would have been way too on the nose. Not that Rare would have been above that, but whatever. Gameplay-wise, the game is Banjo Kazooie, the 3D platformer video game developed by Rareware in the year 1998 for the Nintendo 64 video game console, which was a 64-bit video game console made by Nintendo. Maybe you heard of it. Difficulty-wise, this hack is pretty easy and doesn't have any wonky nonsense, which resonates with the theme of the game, which is a relaxing amusement park ride. That's also the thing that sets it apart, because it means that the scenery is a uniquely important part of the game. You can have fun in this hack just by sitting in the log ride and looking ahead in first-person view to get a good look at the world and enjoy the Imagineered set pieces. That's what they call it, right? Imagineer? Instead of collecting jiggies, you collect Kurko coins, or Kurcoins as it were. And when you get them, they do the Banjo Tooie animation where they spin around above your head, which cuts down on interruptions, which I appreciate a lot. The only downside is that there are only 5 in the entire game. Yes, this is a very short ROM hack that you can beat in like 40 minutes, but because of that, there is very little wasted time. It's a short burst of Banjo Kazooie fun time, and sometimes that's all you need. Fun time, sometime, one time, gun time, bun time. We on the incline, net grossing bars up like one time in the California sunshine. And I gotta admit, the music is a banger too. This is a very welcome ROM hack that came at a perfect time because I was in a really bad mood and just had to go on a virtual theme park ride without playing the stupid Universal Studios theme park game on the GameCube. When nobody else got me, I'm thankful that ROM hacks got me. I went on a Disney ride and I didn't have to give Disney a single dollar. I am living the dream. I am disappointed that I couldn't beat up Goofy in this game. That would have pushed it way over the edge for me. Maybe if Kurko patches the game in the future, he can replace some of the enemy models with Goofy because I am itching to throw hands with that big bozo. But that'll have to wait for now. So hop on over to Kurko's channel and grab yourself a slice of this ROM hack because it's real good. And thank you very much for watching this video. Tune in next week when I talk about Donkey's new indie video game studio. Wait. What?